All right, guys. Well, sorry we're a few minutes late, but if you haven't been able to tell, my fellow co-host here just got done taking the Browns to the Super Bowl.
Oh.
So, but we're here now. We're ready to go. So, what do you think? Should you hit me with that intro and let's do this?
Never let it run. Never let it run. You're good gets better. You're good gets better. And you better get better. You better get better. On three, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that felt good. Woo.
Hopefully, we get to hear a little bit of that good, better, best this week, huh?
Yeah, let's hope so, because it's my estimation that we can't lose today. We need the win today, folks.
Yeah, it definitely seems like in the NFC at least, 11 wins is going to be the minimum that you need to get in.
Yeah.
Most years past, it's been 10, but it's going to be a little bit different this year, I think.
Yeah.
Just breaking down the numbers and where everybody's at.
Absolutely. You can't lose this game. This is one of these games where, if you guys have noticed a trend this season, the Bears have always matched their competition wherever they're at. If we're going to do a shootout, we'll do a shootout. If it's going to be a slow grind fest, we'll stoop down to your level and play a grind fest. Today cannot be one of those games. We have to just come out fast and stay strong the whole 60 minutes. Do not let these guys even hang around for 5 minutes.
Yeah, you look at, I'm thinking like you were talking about the shootout with Cincinnati, and then you think about the game with the Giants. Like the way that the Bears play this year in particular, their style of play really dictates that we keep this thing close always, right? Like the Cowboys was a little bit of a runaway win. The Eagles was probably the other one. But yeah, we just like to grind it out, keep it close. I don't know if there's just not the killer mentality. I don't know if we're just not executing to put people in the dirt. Probably a combination of all that stuff. But the way that the Bears are playing this year, it keeps it close. And granted, a lot of teams that run the ball like that, probably a natural thing that they're going to stay close. But I don't know. I think today, hopefully, let's see like something more in the mold of that Dallas game.
That would be fantastic. That would be fantastic if they could kind of match that. It's going to be brutally cold. I don't know the current weather, but I hear it's going to be quite frigid. We could pull up a weather report, but
Yeah, I actually got one handy here. So
nice.
give me a second here. We'll pull it up real quick here.
How's everybody doing this morning? Drop a comment. Let us know how you're doing. Is this a must win to you guys today? Is it a must win? Let us know.
So they're saying right now it's 12 degrees. Winds are going to be gusting 14 to 20 miles an hour. No precipitation. So no snow globe. But with those wind chills, they're expecting minus temperatures. I know Soldiers Field is set up warming stations with the hot chocolate and ciders and things like that for patrons. I've seen several social media members talk about what they're planning on wearing and the multiple layers and the hand warmers. And today, the security staff are letting people wear the battery operated coats and things of that nature to help people stay warm here. So
That's pretty cold, folks. That's pretty cold. I got Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Chris. Welcome.
good morning, Chris. Our celeb picker is back.
That's right. Guest picker for today. Thank you for making it. But yeah, definitely a must win. You can't. You mentioned it. 11 games is probably going to be the mark to make the playoffs. So you can't lose this one because we got a tough schedule after this one. This is our last easy game,
quote unquote. Right.
You know,
it's the team against the worst record. Let's put it like that.
Who might possibly could be tanking this year, unless for some reason today they want to play for pride or something. But
well, there's one player on that team that's got something in mind.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh yeah, he's got something on his mind. All right. Yeah, there you go.
We'll get into it a little bit later.
It's good. No, that dude is in a league of his own. Honestly, I mean, I probably would guess he's breaking that record this year. This is happening. Let's not let it happen today.
On a positive note, I told you guys on Wednesday I would check to see the last time Caleb Williams was sacked multiple times in a game. Week 11 against the Vikings, 2 sacks. So,
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big test for our tackles today.
Speaking of our tackles, okay, we've danced around it. All right. Must win.
Must win. At work, but not working. Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Always welcome, guys. Great. You out there? I mean, that's our last regular. So, let's talk about the tackles. Okay. Let's start with left tackle. We have to, right? That's the matchup. No sense in dancing around it. Let's just head on into this thing, right? Like a Kyle Monangai run. Let's just go head first right into this thing
and break some helmets. Let's do this.
So let's talk about Ozzie a little bit. Obviously, he took over the starting job, 3 weeks ago against Pittsburgh. Was the first start that he had.
Yeah.
So quality pass rushers in that game. Played against the Eagles. Quality pass rushers in that game. Last week against Micah Parsons, I would all like to think that we think Micah Parsons is pretty good.
Yeah, he's all right.
And then don't forget, in that Raiders game, he got snaps at right tackle.
That's right.
Yeah. Because Darnell, I think he went down with the elbow at that time, or he was dealing with an elbow. So he was only going against Max Crosby at that point in time. So
only Max Crosby, yeah.
Right. So you put all those guys together. He's faced some pretty damn good pass rushers so far.
Yes.
Let's take a look. I mean, I get it. A lot of people aren't huge fans of PFF grades, but for offensive linemen, it's one of the few metrics that you could kind of take a look at. And they break it down fairly well for us, like how many snaps and all that stuff. So let's take a look at that real quick.
I like that.
Yeah, give me a second here. Let's throw this bad boy up here.
Showdoor will have the fastest backwards 40 in the NFL today. I hope so, man. I hope so, because that is going to be another facet of this game that we're going to take a look into our defensive line against this very battered Browns offensive line, but we will get there.
Mm-hmm.
Here's our
boy Ozzie. Okay. So right now, grading out at a 68.7. And I went through and I compared him to Mailata, the left tackle from the Eagles, who a lot of people would say he's probably one of the top left tackles in there. Mulata's graded out at, I think, a 75 or 77 when I was checking.
Okay.
So Ozzy is grading out at 68.7. Pretty even, a little bit better pass blocking grade compared to run blocking. Where I bet if we were to bring up Theo, that those two would be flipped. But at a left tackle position with a franchise quarterback, I think I'd rather have my left tackle be a little bit better pass blocker. So kind of getting into it here, he's had 294 offensive snaps. Breaks it down real nice. 223 at left tackle, 40 at right tackle, which the bulk of that probably came from the Raiders game, if not all of it.
Yeah.
And then 28 at the tight end position in that big jumbo package that they like to run. Here's where it gets sexy for old Ozzy here.
All right.
How many sacks allowed in 294 total offensive snaps? Zero. Goose egg.
Wow.
And you think about the pass rushers that he's gone against. And this is why it gets exciting, right? We've talked about it before. At the beginning of the season, left tackle had to be one of those positions that the Bears needed to address. And when it first started, we all knew Braxton Jones wasn't going to be the guy, and that's played out to fruition here. So we tried Theo, serviceable for sure. We got Ozzy. Early returns are good. I'm not going to close the book on it yet. You know, today's going to be the old litmus test, right? Let's see how you do against the number one pass rusher. And to be honest with you, if he gives up his first sack, that's not going to turn me off on Ozzy here, right?
It absolutely shouldn't. Yeah, he's going up against the best, number one pass rusher in the NFL.
For what, 5 seasons straight, maybe even more, quite honestly.
But Havana's opinion is, but Myles Garrett is the Juicy Smoulier of the NFL. So he also got jumped downtown Chicago. Mets MAGA country. You don't go down there in the middle of the night. Downtown Chicago.
Yeah, no, not good.
MAGA country. Good comment. Thank you. Keep them coming, boys.
So total hits allowed on the QB, one hit.
One hit.
One.
And
wow.
And 290 something snaps. That's good, man.
Almost 300 snaps. Total pressures allowed, 7. I'm no mathematician, but real quick, that's only maybe 2%.
Yeah.
Roughly. So yeah, I mean, wow. Like, I was shocked when I pulled some of this up and I was like, holy cow. Like, we knew he was doing good. We haven't talked about him. Here's another thing that he has 0 of: penalties.
Ooh, yeah, that's an important one.
Right? Like,
yeah. Nothing will
we
kill
might
your
have
drive.
something here, boys and girls.
I think so, man. It's pretty exciting.
And if this ends up panning out to where Ozzy is a top half or better tackle in the league, this past draft could go down as maybe one of the top 2 drafts that Ryan Poles has ever had. We can't take away from the Caleb Williams, Roma Dunze draft. That draft, as it plays out, most likely will have been the draft that turned this franchise around. But this draft right here, the quote unquote part of the rebuild draft, he found some guys now. Not to mention, the 7th rounder that we got this year, Kyle Monungai.
Steal of the draft, baby.
Absolutely. Loveland's looking like he's going to be a pretty important piece to this team going forward.
Yep.
So we'll see how the rest of it plays out. But man, like what was Ozzy? Was he a 2nd or a 3rd, I think?
Ozzy was in the 2nd.
Yeah, that was the one that they traded up for, was it not?
Could be.
I think so. Um, but yeah, I mean, wow, like impressive numbers by him. Let's talk about it on Wednesday. Let's see how he did.
Sure.
Um, and I think by the end of this game, we'll know. We'll know for sure. I don't think personally that we're going to have to worry about um, a whole ton of passes getting
Yeah.
ready to go on right now, but we'll see. We shall see.
All right, let me go up here.
Okay.
Garrett, 2 sacks today, huh? I could see it. Wouldn't shock me. Just don't
Mhm.
let it be 3.
Right. Was sack record 22.5, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so he's 3 away. He's 3.
mhm.
So yeah, I don't think it can be overstated to your point. This is a left tackle we're talking about.
Right.
A left tackle. You just again, you don't find these guys just on the street somewhere. And if this kid proves out and he's our starting left tackle, this is big news, gentlemen, because what the Bears can do moving forward when still constructing this roster is you can't put words to it. Now we can. You really want to go after an edge? Go after an edge. You really want to draft a safety? Draft a safety. Like you
Mhm.
can. You have movement. You have room now to do that because if the kid didn't pan out and that left tackle was our glaring hole, that's your first pick going into a
Right.
draft. And so now with that, if this kid can solidify that and make that spot his, then yeah, kudos to Poles. Kudos to Ryan Poles for that one.
Yeah. And like you were talking, if left tackle wasn't addressed, that was definitely going to be the first rounder, and that takes away from you being able to pick an edge in the first round. I wouldn't be surprised if left tackle is cemented. The first 2 rounds might not be edge. Why not?
Yeah.
Or edge and D tackle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Any one of those combinations will work for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's just say D line in general, 3rd round safety, right? And it seems like what we were talking about before, earlier on in the year, they would have to look for a running back. I don't know if you do now.
You might not you might not be looking at running back
Or
either.
not this year, at least. I know Swift is coming up to a contract year at some point. I think next year.
Next year.
Um,
Yeah.
but I do think they have an option with it too. I'd have to pull up that stuff that we were talking about earlier last week. But yeah, I mean it's pretty exciting stuff right now to kind of think what pieces might be in place. Um, just as I was going through Trapillo too, I was checking out all the other offensive linemen, and they all grade super high, man. Like for sure, we've seen it week in, week out. The offensive line is probably the strongest unit. Not probably, they are the strongest unit on this team right now.
Absolutely. There's a couple sources that I pay close attention to when it comes to their breakdown and analysis of our offensive line, and that's Olin Kreutz and then those 2 guys on that film show that they do. It's 2
Saturday
offensive
morning
linemen.
inspection.
Love those 2 guys.
Yeah.
And they're just like the praise that they're giving our offensive line, top 3, at least that's minimum, but maybe the best offensive line in the NFL right now. To go from the kid Caleb being sacked 68 times last year to having the best offensive line in the league.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, like, yes. Yes.
Isn't it crazy? I mean, last year it was like a turnstile up there, and you're like, oh my, like you started feeling bad for the kid. You're like, he has nowhere to go. They're
Right.
coming from outside, they're coming from inside, they're coming from behind them, they're dropping down from above, they're
It
coming
came
from
down
everywhere.
in a parachute.
Yeah.
Seriously.
But
The Browns
yeah, I
drawing up
mean,
failed Wildcat 2-point conversion plays. Yeah, that's the Browns are gonna brown. Havana.
Yeah.
The Browns are going to brown. So let's hope they brown today because, again, we need this one today.
Yeah, let's put it like this, man. I think with as cold as it's going to be today, if they can figure out how to get out and get up early, the Bears, ah, man, you might see some of these guys a little bit more hesitant to want to take off that coat and get in there today. So.
Yeah. Let's see. So we got that. Is there anything else on the offensive line we need to cover? Because we can go to the other side of the trenches.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to break it down, let's, we started with Trapillo, Tooney, super solid, right?
He just made like the 99 club in Madden.
Yeah, consummate pro.
Yeah.
Dahlman, shaky early. Man, has he been super solid. That I think that whole thing was just a gelling thing where he kind of struggled earlier. Jackson, that started off as, oh no, we might have misspent money, but that's turned into a gem.
Yeah.
And then Wright has just been super solid as well. So it's
that's funny. You going down the list of names is also something that we're not used to as Bears fans. The offensive line has been 95% of the way of the season healthy. And getting to play together, and that shit matters. You can't be running different offensive line combinations from week to week. Like, to have the same set of guys going all season, it's been great. It's been absolutely great.
Bringing up Christopher's comment here, talking about the upcoming draft. I do not believe the Heisman will be the first pick. I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
The kid from Indiana. Not your prototypical athlete here, who we think are going to be picking first anyway, Tennessee. They just picked Cam Ward. So I wouldn't be surprised if this year's Heisman, I was going to say second round, but with the void at quarterback, maybe the Browns will take him in the first round. Who knows? That'd be a typical Brown thing to do.
Somebody remember this. Write this down.
Yeah.
Drew just called it.
I think Christopher's probably right here as I'm thinking about the draft order. He'll probably end up at the Jets. I think you're right. So, Christopher, real quick, if you want to throw a prediction out there, then if he's not going to go number one, who do you think will? I don't know enough about the draft right now. I haven't started that homework yet, but
yeah, thank God, right? Because any other year in the past, we'd be all up the draft's ass by now.
Yeah, and be like, let's see, we're going to be picking top 10, so let's see who we can get. But I mean, this draft coming up, if we're talking draft real quick, the position with the most depth that they're saying is going to be edge and pass rusher. So good news for the Bears. It's a good time to need one. So
definitely. Oh, Havana, maybe you skipped out the last time you commented this. I said, Myles Garrett got caught downtown at 2 a.m. in Chicago. Downtown Chicago's MAGA country. You can't go down there. You can't go to downtown Chicago. That's MAGA country. They'll tie a little shoestring around your neck real quick. But I get what you're saying. What are you saying? You saying he's Fugazi? Is that what you're saying? Myles Garrett he lucked his way into 26? Could be. I don't know. That dude's a specimen, man.
Yeah, that dude's a beast.
He's like a cyborg.
He would look good in Bears colors, wouldn't he?
Dude, don't even. Okay, don't even.
We can all have hopes and dreams, right?
God, dude, if we had Myles Garrett, we're going to the Super Bowl.
Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
I'm telling you.
So if we had a defensive pass rush at all.
Because think about it, right? The offense is kind of like progressing and moving, and looking better. And Caleb's getting sharper in the offense. But what's the huge hole on our team? I'm personally sick of bitching and moaning every week about us not having a pass rush.
Yeah,
like I'm tired of it, and I'll do it again today as we get into breakdown of our trenches versus their offensive line. I swear to God, if I'm bitching about a 0 pass rush today, I'm just gonna have a bottle of Tylenol next to me.
So the Cleveland Browns, and to kind of reinforce your point here, like we were talking about earlier off camera before we started, for those who might not know, the Browns right now are facing a possibility where their offensive line today will have 0 day one starters. Best case scenario, they'll have 1 day one starter on there. So let's see what our defensive line is made of. Do we have a bunch of backups playing D-line for us, or do we have some actual pros? I tell you what, if the center and the guards are out, you know whose name I want to be cheering today?
Yeah.
Grady Jarrett's.
Yeah.
You better earn some of that money, buddy.
Yeah.
I get it, you're a culture guy, but damn, maybe your voice could get a little bit louder if you have a sack or two today.
Yeah. So that's it exactly. You said it perfectly. If they can't produce pressure, our front four. I'm not talking any blitzers coming off the edge or linebackers. No, the front four. If you four can't get pressure on the quarterback today, you guys are all backups.
Right.
That's what we have. We have a front four of backups.
And Poles will be like, come into my office. We need to doc. You play like backups, so we're going to pay you like backups.
Yeah.
Montez.
Tez, especially. Yeah, we're going to sit down and restructure some shit because not going to cut it. You have to, I can't say it enough. You got to have pass rush. And sorry that it's only got to come with 4 guys. Just so if they can't do it today, oh boy.
Yeah, if they can't do it today of all days, then I mean, we might make the playoffs, but without a pass rush in the playoffs, you think about some of these teams that are going in there, there's no run heavy team outside of the Bears that you got to worry about, right? Bears number 2 in the league in rushing. They're all passing teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the 49ers, you can make a case with Christian McCaffrey, but guess what? CMC catches a ton of balls out of the backfield. I wouldn't be surprised when we, get ready to cover them in a few weeks that he's not their leading receiver.
Yeah. His mansion was built on passes out of the backfield.
Right. Exactly. His vacation home was built on passes out of the backfield.
For real.
His small island was built on passes out of the backfield.
Oh, man. Well, shoot. Sticking on the defensive side, are we? I haven't heard officially. Tyreek Stevenson's back today.
Yeah,
Thank
Tyreek is officially back today. Rome is a go as well.
Thank God.
Tyreek, they came out and said straight out that he's on a pitch count, so they're going to handle him. I think a lot like they handled Jalen Johnson.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if you see like maybe like a 60-40, 70-30 split. Jalen Stevenson would be my guess, especially with how cold it is. Nashon seems to be going good here. While we're talking injuries, you want to pull up the injury report? We can kind of start breaking it down.
Absolutely. Do you have it pulled or no?
I do. So I wasn't sure if you had it on your side, but let me bring it up.
Love
here.
me some CMC. Yeah, dude. CMC's he's nasty. Yeah, he's just filthy.
Injury report coming up. Bam. Okay. So taking a look at the Bears, this is like one of the shortest reports I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Travis Homer, he's out. Special teamer, not a big deal. Tyson Bagent popped up there with an illness. He's questionable. I'm sure he'll dress just in case.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe not. Maybe they'll just dress Case Keenum. Rome is officially questionable, but last night they said he's a go.
All right.
Tyreek's back. Zacchaeus is fine. Hippolyte is back.
Hippolyte's back. Okay.
Yep. Jalen's back. So compare that to
Yeah, these guys got a laundry
the
list here.
Browns. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Real quick before we keep going on the Bears, Tremaine Edmonds should be back at practice this upcoming week. Yes, this game will be his fourth official game that he will be out. Kyler Gordon, in no shocking surprise,
Oh my God.
is officially on the IR again.
You know what, man? I don't even know what to say. The fan in me, the pissed off, disgruntled, irrational fan in me wants to be like, you know what, man? He got his fucking bag. He cares more about fashion and going to fucking France and London for his fashion shit than he cares. He cares more for that than he does football. However, I don't know. Injuries are injuries. You can't really control them. I don't just Godspeed, Kyler, man. I don't know, dude.
Bro, here's a piece of advice that I can give you. You have all this money now. I would hire yourself some type of personal trainer, some type of body coach, and help eliminate some of this soft tissue stuff. If it's something that happens during a game, I get it, man. Injuries happen. But in fucking warm-ups, like something's not right with your body, man.
Oh,
Like
God.
you're not training correctly. Something is going on to where you have all this money. Thank you, Christopher. Like, come on, dude.
Right. Invest in yourself. Invest
Exactly.
in your body.
Look at some of these players. Look at what Tom Brady did, obviously being the number one, playing
Right.
until he's 40. I bet you Philip Rivers has some type of a body coach coming back at 44. He's getting the start today.
I saw that. I saw him at his press conference. He looks like me. Maybe he's had one too many beefs. He wasn't expecting to come back so fast.
He's just putting on a little bit of extra padding just in case. There's nothing wrong with that.
But you're right. Yeah, invest in those things. Like you said, look at the greats. They've all done that.
Mhm.
They took and invested in extreme care of their body because that's your moneymaker, dude.
Yeah.
That's your moneymaker. But again, he just made his bag though. So now he gets to just kick back and shit. And I don't like it. It sucks not having him.
What weren't they saying like Derrick Henry spends like $1.5 million on his body a year?
Ooh.
So through whether it's through like dietary needs, nutrition nutritionist, all that stuff. But look at Derrick Henry. That dude's never hurt, right? And that boy is.
And he's like,
yoked.
what is he? What's he? 33 years old? How old is this guy?
Yeah,
Just
I don't
running
know if
like
he's quite that old, but
I know he might be late 20s.
yeah, but still, DK Metcalf is another guy that spends the money on his body. That's what you got to do. And if you want to be a premier guy in this league, you're getting paid like one. So treat your body like one, man. I mean, easy for us to say, right? We sit here slamming pizza puffs and beefs all day, but at the same point in time, I'm not asked to go out and play 17 to 20 games a year at the highest level in professional sports.
Right.
So I don't know. That's my 2 cents on that.
Got some comments coming in there. I'm not sure I understand Havana's.
Yeah.
He says
so we got
all that money and Garrett has 3 wins.
Yeah, all that money that they paid him. You throwing it up here?
Yeah.
Instead
of wins, what do you mean? Sacks or wins?
Well,
all that money, Garrett has 3 wins.
Yeah, paying him all that money, and he's not, as a team, they're struggling this year for sure. But let's play the hypothetical here. If you're Ryan Poles in the offseason and you call the Browns, you say, "Hey man, let's have a real conversation about Myles Garrett."
Oh.
If you're Poles, what are you willing to give up right now? How many number ones?
I won't give this too much thought, because the Browns are going to want more than I'm willing to give up. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot.
Let me rephrase this then for you. If the Browns say we want a number 1 in Montez Sweat, are you doing it?
Oh, one in Sweat. Bye, Sweat. Pack up your
Deuces.
bags. Pack up.
What if they say we want 2 number 1s and a third?
2 number 1s and a third.
Mhm.
Let me do one tidbit of research really quick because this is going to be a vital thing.
Okay.
How old is Myles Garrett? Oh, yeah, 2 1s and a third. He's 29.
Okay, so for D lineman, it's not horrible. Like you said before, he's a specimen. While you're pulling that stuff up,
He
we'll
is. I
kind of
bet
hit some of
he
these other points.
invests a shit ton of money in
Yeah,
his body.
CD.
CD spends over $1 million a year. See, I mean,
Yeah.
that's the smart thing to do. If you've got somebody in your corner who's going to help you, like, okay, kiddo, like one of your coaches or your strength and
Mhm.
conditioning coach or your position coach or your college coach or even your high school coach, after you've made your bag, these people that care about you should come to you and go, okay, kiddo, now you got all this money and that's great. And you want to buy mama a house and you could do all that. But I'm going to tell you the first thing you need to do is get you a personal trainer,
Yeah.
personal dietitian. You got to take care of your body now. You know what I mean? It's like a no brainer.
Start laying the bricks on that temple, right? Uh,
Yeah.
Terrell Owens. You think about what Terrell Owens had to do to get into that Super Bowl with Philly, with the hyperbolic chamber and all that stuff.
And the power of
Back in the day.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yes. The power of Christ compels you, right? Havana saying Kent State has more wins than the Browns. I still
Fair.
think the Browns could beat them. Just a heads up. So
3 number ones?
3 number
No.
1s.
I'm not giving 3 1s for a 29-year-old Myles Garrett. No, I
You're
can't
not
do it.
pulling the Jay Cutler deal
I
for
can't
Myles Garrett?
I can't do it.
We
Not
did it
3.
for
I
Jay
was
Cutler, bro.
entertaining the 2 firsts and a
Yeah.
third. Maybe because you were in the middle of making a case for it.
Yeah. And then one last comment by Havana that would get you Twatson.
Twatson. Oh my God, that guy.
Old Captain Rub and Tug, huh?
Oh, Captain Rub and Tug.
So he I thought I saw that he was getting ready to return to practice, but I think they just shut him down for the rest of the year. Called it good. What what a Cleveland Browns thing to do. I love it. Good job.
Yeah. That's what you
So
get. It's kind of like karma, right? Didn't we talk about this a couple shows ago? There was nothing wrong with fucking Baker. Nothing. You just wanted the shiny new thing that was Deshaun Watson, and you fucking got what you got.
Yeah, I bet you right now they're really kicking themselves about Baker because if they kept Baker, Christopher's saying that the Browns will want 3 1s. Honestly, if I were the Browns, I would
probably.
ask for it too.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
You might have a team that's desperate enough. If you're the Bears, would I do 3 number 1s? What that tells you is that you need to make a Super Bowl in the next 3 years.
Yes.
So, and if you do, then that's worth it, in my opinion, right? Because I think if you can make it to the dance, you always have a 50-50 shot of winning it, right?
Dude, if our offensive line just keeps playing like this, then we could be, and I could be drinking the Kool-Aid. We could be in the next 3 years in a Super Bowl. Yeah.
So the Bears have a ton of work to do in the offseason. Their safety group is not under contract. So Byard and Brisker, you got to figure out what you're doing there. Your defensive line is pretty much set. Odengbo is going to be coming off an Achilles. But if you have Myles Garrett, would you just cut his ass? Do you cut Sweat? I don't know. I would be tempted to do the 3 number ones. Why? The Bears are pretty much set on offense for the most case, right?
Yeah.
Your number one need is a pass rush. If you have Myles Garrett, you instantly pick up a 20 sack guy,
Yeah.
20 plus. You need D tackles in the draft then.
You could draft in the second round, third
Linebackers, you're
round.
okay for a couple years.
Yep.
There's a
Corners,
case.
we got depth
Yeah.
at corner.
Nahshon Wright's not going to be under contract, so you got to see what the market's going to dictate for him.
He did. Did you hear his quote? He said he wants to stay in Chicago.
Good for the kid. Please take a hometown deal.
That's what it's going to take.
But
if you want to stay in Chicago, you're going to have to give us a deal, kiddo.
Yeah. It's I don't know, man. The more I think about it, the more I think that I would be tempted. If you could do like 2 ones, why not, man? I would pull the trigger. I think I would. Then the question becomes, do you want to go after him? Do you want to go after Max Crosby? Crosby is a little bit younger, but the production and the durability and everything of Myles Garrett is just staring you in the face.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He's a game wrecker, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon? Josh Gordon? And are we going back to like the early 2000s, Josh Gordon? The cornerback?
No, the receiver that was who couldn't stop
from the Browns.
Weed. Yeah.
Who can't stop doing drugs.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
What a shame. That's a sad story, actually.
Yeah.
That kid he had all the talent, all of it, but just couldn't stop his addiction.
Yeah.
And it's just ruined him.
Havana and Christopher must be sitting in the same room or something, man, because like a minute before Josh Gordon, Havana called it out, man. I don't know. Did you post that comment before? Maybe I missed it.
I mean, just 30 seconds ago.
Okay. So, yeah. Yeah.
But okay, you're saying, God, I don't want to drift too far because you were making a great point. Because you might be selling me. You could have me all turned around on this thing. 3 number ones for Myles Garrett. And you were kind of just mapping out, like you said, on the offensive side of the ball, it's pretty much spoken for. It could be for the next 3 years. Minus maybe a little tinkering here and there. But the defensive side, if you bring in a guy like Myles Garrett to our fucking defense, like you said, our linebackers are straight, our cornerbacks are straight. A little iffy in safety region, like you said. You got Byard and Brisker both needing contracts at the end of this season, but then you just go ahead and draft. You draft safeties, you draft defensive tackles, and dude, this guy's a game wrecker. Like he will just wreck game plans. Let me see. Oh, what do you bring up a good point here, Henrock? Every time we get an elite pass rusher from somewhere else, they're great the first year, then fizzle out. Khalil Mack.
We're going to do Khalil Mack like that? Just dirty?
Well, no, I think I made a case for him a few shows ago because somebody had brought up Mack. I had said, that first year he was a game wrecker. But then, to be fair to Khalil, teams just started doubling, tripling him.
Yeah.
Like if you watch any of like the guys who break down film and stuff, his motor was going. It just he wasn't producing numbers because he was getting that triple team.
If you have a way to keep Sweat and you do get a Myles Garrett or Max Crosby, obviously I think Sweat's production will start to increase because he's not the guy getting double teamed, chipped, and everything else.
Right.
So watching the games, I don't see Sweat getting chipped or double teamed all that often.
That's a sad
Mhm.
fact there, because you're right.
Yeah.
He's not winning one-on-ones
No.
this year. Yeah.
You know what, man? I'd roll the dice again. I'll take my
Golly.
chances. I mean, just look at the length of consistency. Just what, first player in history to have 5 or 6 seasons in a row with 15 plus sacks?
Yeah.
I'll take my chances. I don't know, man. I'm starting to talk myself into these 3 number ones as well. Because I don't think I was sold out in the beginning. Oh no. Is that true?
Is he really doing a Kardashian? Because that is a kiss of death.
It is. If that's the case, this deal is off the table. We'll go
off
for
the
Max.
table. No, not gonna do it. Not picking him up. Yeah, we'll go for Max Crosby. He's not banging a Kardashian.
Garrett, why, man? Why would you call Lamar Odom, dude?
But I'm trying to think though too. Back to Henrock's point over here too was we picked up a one Jared Allen.
Mm-hmm.
He was old though. We got him. He was old. Too many miles. There was no tread left on those tires.
Yeah, we were racing on slicks with that one. For sure.
We did get lucky. Oh, another one to Henrock's point again is who's the guy that we got? And he broke Richard Dent's record. He got 17 and a half.
Agulier?
No. He came from the Rams. Then later got like a DUI after he left the Bears. Come on, what was his name? This was kind of recent. This was like during Nagy, I want to say. Here, I'll look it up.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank right now. Yeah, you think who's the last drafted good edge pass rusher that the Bears would have picked up? Alex Brown?
Robert Quinn.
You're
drawing a blank? Robert Quinn? Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, are you done sharing the injury report screen? Because I want to share the screen so you can see Robert Quinn.
Yeah. I'll stop there. There you go. Okay. Yes, I do remember Mr. Quinn. Who was the guy after him? I want to say that did we pick him up mid-season, and then I think we had him on a rental. I want to say Lawrence, but I don't know. There's been a couple people that have blown in and out. I might be thinking of Quinn too.
Well, we've done it so much. We just go through pass rushers that don't pan out. Montez Sweat being one that isn't looking great. If you look at where he came from, he was that defense, that front four in Washington was nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Chase Young, Payne, then Montez. I mean, that was a fucking horse stable there. Yeah. And then we just pulled one of the horses, and he did all right for his first half a season with us. But
no, it looks like we need to go turn him into glue.
Turn him into piano keys.
Yeah.
Was that the dude we got from the Panthers? Robert Quinn. Robert Quinn was a bit of a journeyman, I think, at that point when we picked him up, but he was with the Rams forever. One of the best all time. Jared Allen. Yeah, Jared Allen was.
Did Allen play for the Bears 1 year or 2?
I don't remember how many years he played.
I can't remember either.
Hopefully it was short.
Those were in those seasons where
he's banging Chloe, the thickest sister. Okay.
All right.
Good for him.
She got asked for days, put a week on.
Jay Cutler was the last bear to get a DUI, yeah.
I don't
Oh,
know.
man.
Hampton might have slid one in there under the radar. He seems to get them pretty frequently. But
Shoot. So I don't know.
so 3 number ones for Myles Garrett. Would you do it?
You know what, man? Yeah. After we talk it through like that, how we did, I think so. I think you do that.
Yeah.
I think you do it.
I wouldn't be mad. I don't know. I don't know if that's Paul's MO. Paul's is so hard to read, man. Like, yes, he seems like he's a guy who wants to build through the draft, but he's not afraid to make a move. We've seen that, whether it's within the draft or bringing people in. Like, I don't know. It all comes down to what the price tag is. If you can get them for 2 number 2 or 2 number ones and something else, even if it's like a 2 somewhere, I think that's a no-brainer. 3 number ones, you got to sit back and debate.
They're gonna want a haul though. Like 2 number ones, like say 2 firsts and a third. They're gonna want 3 number ones and a player.
Probably. Well, I mean, if you're giving up 3 number ones, I don't think you have to give up a player, but it's I don't know. It will be fun to see. I think this offseason is going to be a whirlwind. It could go one of two ways. We can either start making all these moves. I don't think we're going to see the big free agency moves like we did last year. We just don't have that type of cap money.
No. Right.
But at the same time, could they make one big one? I could see that. Can I see them doing nothing and then rebuilding through the draft? I could see that too. Because they're set up pretty good.
Yeah, so this is a big factor too that just crossed my mind a minute ago. Was will we have the money to take on his contract too? But yeah, I think so. In today's modern NFL, today's modern NFL, you move shit around and you move money from here to there, and you make it happen. They make it happen.
Yeah,
Julius Peppers was okay for a minute for us. Yeah, he sure was.
Sure, he was a future Hall of Famer. He went to the Packers, had
continued his career.
Yep. So
his contract is huge.
Yeah, kind of going with that. I think if you do bring him in, you're having a legit conversation with some of your other defensive linemen saying, here's your choice. You can either take less money, restructure your deal, we'll give you more guaranteed money, and you can stay with this team, or we're just going to cut your ass, and then you could go play with another team and miss out on something special. I think literally that's a paraphrase of the conversations that you have with some of these guys, aka Sweat, Odangbo, and Grady Jarrett being the top 3 that you're calling in. Hell, you might even call them all in at once. Be like, hey, I don't want to repeat myself. Get your asses in here.
So let me just say this the once.
Yeah.
Well, that's a fun exercise to do, though. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because instead of acquiring Myles Garrett today, we have to shut him down.
Right. Exactly. We went down the Myles Garrett wormhole. So
here's a look at where we stack up against the Browns.
Tail of the tape time already? Yes. I like it. The show's flying by.
Yeah.
All right. Tail of the tape. Let's do it.
Here's the breakdown.
Bears averaging 25.7, 8th in the league compared to the Browns, 17.2, 29th. With that being said, it does seem like Shadua is injected a little bit of life into that offense. And
let me say one thing really quick about that too. I know I was in a Bears chats during the press conferences during the week, and people were like, "Oh God, this will," because Shador looks so great against. Well, I'll say the name in a minute. Looks so great in his last game, his first start or whatever. Like, watch him go off on us, and I'm like, settle down, okay, dude. It was the Titans. All right,
trying to tell me the Titans were the best 1-11 team out there?
Settle down. Like, we're not the Titans, so let's pump the brakes a little bit on that. All right, that's it.
Points per game allowed. Bears allowing 25.8, we almost finally have that flip-flopped where we're scoring more than what we're allowing. Hopefully this week we turn that tide.
So close.
Compared to the Browns giving up 23.2. I thought this was pretty interesting because the Browns defense is pretty good, as you'll see a little bit later on down tail of the tape. They're still giving up points. Turnover margin, this is where the Bears hang their hat, right? Plus 17, first in the league. Browns giving it away more than they're taking it away, 17th. They get a ton of sacks, not a ton of turnovers. Third down offense, Bears. Kind of the interesting thing in doing the tail of the tape week to week, you get to see how some of these numbers fluctuate. And this number is going up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were top 10 in the league around 38%. And over the last 3 or 4 weeks, this thing has creeped up to 44. Like, wow. Compared to the Browns, 31.8, 29th. Though when you have the likes of Dylan Gabriel, Joe Flacco, and now Shador. Enough said with that. Third down defense. This statistic for the Bears has actually started sliding a little bit. So the last few games, the Packers game, I think they were not very good on third down. 38.7, 15th in the league. This is probably one of the first times that I can remember that the opposite team is better in third down defense than the Bears, with the Browns coming in at 37.4, 10th in the league. Yards per game offense, we know what the Bears offense is, 369.7, 5th in the league. Still a beautiful thing to see and read every week. I love it.
Never gets old.
Never did I think we'd be talking about a Bears. I still say it, a Bears team that is 5th in the league in total yards per game compared to the Browns at 269.8. So quite the despair, the discrepancy between these two.
Oh yeah.
100 yards. Yikes. 30th in the league, down towards the bottom. Rush yards per game, we know about the vaunted Bears rushing game, which should be on full display today. 152.6, only behind the Bills by about, I think it's like 6 yards a game. Compared to the Browns, 95.6, ranked 27th. Real quick from Havana. Shador's wrist is empty because someone stole his $200,000 Timex.
Is that a real thing?
Well, you remember in college he had to watch. I don't know. Definitely, I don't think it'd be a Timex, but I do find that funny that that's the brand that you chose as being a purveyor of used goods. That's quite funny to me. All right, pass yards per game. Bears averaging 217.1, 14th. This has actually been dropping a little bit for them. But in the cold weather, that's somewhat to be expected. Compared to the Browns, 174.2. Again, just look at their trigger men there, and you'll see. And here's the defensive stats. As we know, the Bears defense, best way to describe them is we stinks. Yards per game on defense, giving up 357.3. Good gravy.
Yeah.
27th compared to the Browns, 272.8. So
Stingy.
yes, our offense may be gaining 100 yards more than them a game, but our defense is also giving up 100 yards more than them a game. So it kind of balances out there.
That's it. It's push.
Yeah. Rush yards per game for the Bears, giving up 132.5, 27th compared to the Browns, 107.7. But compared to what they give up in the air, the Browns only giving up 165.2, the best pass defense in the league.
So that right there should tell Ben Johnson what the game plan is today.
Let's go out and throw it 10 times to open up the game, right?
That's it.
Jack up their average. 224.8 for the Bears, 21st. The tail of the tape really breaks it down really nice on what the Bears need to do today. For sure.
Yeah.
Turn around, hand it off. Next play, turn it around, hand it off.
Yep.
Tony Pollard went for like $168 and 2 touchdowns
Oh.
with the Titans against this team. Not only is their offensive line banged up, Cleveland Browns defensive line is banged up. Their best run stopper in the inside is out. Heavy dose of Swift and Monangai today.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking 40 times.
Yeah.
Each of them get 20 carries type of thing.
Yeah.
So, unless somebody gets hot.
Let them both have 120, 125 yards apiece. Do that.
By the way, the Cleveland Browns brought to you by their favorite sponsor, Dude Wipes. As we brought up in one of our previous shows, with the brown helmet being the Browns helmet being unveiled with a sponsor brought to you by Dude Wipes. What a totally Cleveland Brown thing to do.
We did show that on a previous show.
We did.
Right? We looked it up. And
so,
hey, Henrock, he's jumping ahead.
He's jumping the gun, man. He saw the tail of the tape. He's already in. He already says 37-13 Bears.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
I will too, for sure. With 4 touchdowns on the ground, maybe 1 in the air.
Sure.
On like a play action or something, or maybe Caleb runs 2 of them in. Who knows? So.
Right. Or get yourself a Colston Loveland.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Maybe
touchdown. A Cole Kmet sighting. Maybe a couple of DJ Moore touchdowns just to quiet the media noise.
Yeah, get him involved a little bit. No screens today, huh? Let's avoid screens today because I don't think Myles Garrett's gonna fall for any screens. So let's not do that today.
The last thing I want to see is Myles Garrett running an interception back today.
Honestly, yeah.
They say, people are lengthy. He's got plenty of length to go around, that's for sure.
Guys, chat. What are you guys doing right now?
Now you're going to make us find it when we get to predictions time. It's only 10:13. We got 45 more minutes. But with that being said, we're not too far away because we usually start the trip around the NFL with about a half hour left. So we got 15 more minutes to kind of figure out this Browns matchup here.
Yeah. I'm still trying to digest these numbers here because although I made the graphic, I didn't really get to analyze the graphic. I was just punching in numbers. So I'm looking at it now, looking like, hey, this definitely does favor the Bears. This looks like this should be a victory for the Bears. Although that right there could be the trap where you get lulled to sleep. The Bears better be focused today. I mean, I'm sure with this coaching staff, they will be, but the players, they better be disciplined and keep their head in the game because you can't drop this game. You cannot.
No.
And I would prefer that you guys don't even make this even a close scoring affair. Jump out ahead and fucking stay there all game. Yeah. Thanks, Havana, for that. DJ did have the best negative yards and receptions last week. Yeah. 1 for -4.
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
This is the old proverbial game, according to the tail of the tape, that it's strength on strength, right? The Bears offense the strength of this team going against Cleveland's strength of their team, which is their defense.
Yeah.
You look at the injuries, Cleveland's defense might not be as strong. We didn't really get to break down the injury report all that much because we started going down the Myles Garrett wormhole. But their rookie tackle, Mason Graham, is questionable with a rib.
Do you still have that pulled up? You can pull that up.
I do. Yeah, we'll finish going through it, I guess, here so that we can figure it out. Is Willie Galt available? I think he's probably doing some ballet show in New York or something right now. He's still heavily involved in that. Injury report.
He had
here.
terrible hands.
Yeah. Fast as hell. But
World-class speed.
yeah.
Terrible hands.
So kind of taking a look at it here. Let's see. Mason Graham, he's questionable. They have a couple of corners that are down. They have we'll see what's going on. So if anybody's watching pregame while they're listening to us, let us know if they have any updates on these guys, but I don't really think so. And Njoku's out, who's their starting tight end. Their backup running back is out. So they got Judkins that they have to deal with, which that's going to be a pretty interesting duel, I think, today. Monangai and Judkins, because Judkins, if you remember, he was the guy the Bears were targeting. It got picked right before the Bears were going to try to pick him. So
correct. And that Tevin Jenkins I see?
What? Tevin Jenkins on a injury report? That's weird.
What?
What? And it happened in practice. So he did something in practice.
He was like, I'm not going on the field at Soldier Field. Not doing it.
If Tevin steps out there, he's only good for maybe a series or two. So
shame.
Yes, but Tevin Jenkins is on there. Good old fragile Tevin. So yeah, man, they just got a slew of guys out. A lot of depth pieces are out.
Their big tight end is out.
Yeah, Njoku. Mm-hmm. I mean, this thing's a laundry list. Like, holy cow. But yeah, Zach Zinter, I'm pretty sure he's a backup guard who is questionable. Bear the fuck down. Amen, brother.
Bear the fuck down.
Yeah, Deshaun officially out. Denzel Ward, probably their best cornerback. He's out. Man, I mean, holy cow. Like, we thought the Bears had it bad, but that injury report's not looking too bad for the good guys here in comparison. So they're beat up, and when you're 3-13, those injuries probably linger a little bit longer than usual. 3-11, sorry. Maybe I projected what their final.
That you did.
Yeah. So
that was like a Freudian psychic thing.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, Bears 50 billion. Gosh,
that's 50 a lot of points.
Billion. Yeah. Maybe you must follow him on TikTok too, or see his stuff. So
that means Ditka is playing today.
Yeah. And if it's 50 billion, obviously it's big Ditka, maybe even gigantic Ditka.
Let's see real quick before we start our we'll go around the horn here.
Yeah, we'll get ready to start a little bit.
You can't make it through an Everything Bear show without us talking about gentlemen. What do you got on the menu today, boys? Henrock, something smoking as we speak. What do we got going on?
Henrock just dipped, so he's got stuff. He said he's got stuff to do before the game. Me myself, after the show, I got to prep 2 racks of ribs going on the smoker today.
Woo!
Yeah, buddy.
I'm doing pretzels, freshly baked pretzels with pub cheese.
Oh,
just for a little snack to get me through the game. With my Yinglings.
Nice. I just got chips and dip for the game, but we're going ribs, baked potato, probably some cornbread if we still have eggs left. So yeah, should be all right. Ribs are pretty easy to do.
Knows how to do it. That's doing it, baby.
Buddy. I haven't fired up the smoker in a while, man. I think the last time, what did I have on the smoker last? Oh, turkey. Smoked turkey breast. Still one of my favorite. But I'm a little nervous, man. It's a little chilly out here. Christopher's going taco dipping little smokies. You doing little smokies in the barbecue sauce, Christopher? Is it the barbecue and a little bit of grape jelly? I think is one of them. Yeah, you haven't had that?
No.
So, but Yeah,
But
buddy.
I do love Little Smokies, though. I usually put them in my scrambled eggs, but what are you saying? Render down some grape jelly?
You barbecue sauce with like a couple spoonfuls of grape jelly in there, and then you just let it simmer in there. So you can either throw it in the crock pot or, just a regular pot on the stove, depending on how many Little Smokies you plan on doing.
Damn.
People will also throw meatballs in that combination too. Do like meatballs and Little Smokies for like an appetizer. Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting hungry, man. I'm getting fucking hungry now.
Yeah. Christopher said, yeah, he's doing barbecue sauce. So, my man, that's how we do it. That's how we do it. We got to stay warm up here somehow. So, yeah, man. I think for me, got the ribs going. I don't believe in the whole 3-2-1. Nah, that's overplayed. So, throw them on the smoker a couple hours, let them get a nice color. Wrap in foil with a little bit of brown sugar, butter, and then I use a pepper jelly. I think I'm doing apple habanero today. So they'll have a little bit of sweet heat on them. Let those go till they reach 203, 205. Pull them, sauce them, throw them back in for 10 to 15 minutes. Let that sauce tack up, and time to eat.
Go time.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, and then good night, sweet prince.
Yes.
Woo. Look at you're already getting orders.
Right. Unfortunately, there usually is not any leftovers. I only got 2 racks, so I'm good for one. The rest of the fam will finish off the other. So.
Nice. Well, good stuff, man. That's good stuff, gentlemen. Okay, happy eating today, boys. Yeah. Happy eating. All right. We're doing our we'll go around the horn.
Okay. All right. Obviously, we'll save the Bears-Browns game for last. We do have our celebrity picker on here today. K-Dog, thank you for joining us. Unfortunately, we're off to a terrible start this week. We all picked Tampa Bay in the Thursday nighter. We're all 0-1.
What the fuck, Tampa? Seriously. Okay, yeah, you don't want to make the playoffs then. We got it. Okay, here we read you loud and clear.
Yeah.
God,
you will now let the Panthers officially overtake you. Okay.
God, unbelievable.
All right. So first game in the noon slot, a repeat from 2 weeks ago. Baltimore at Cincinnati. Last game, Joe Burrow came back. First game back from the turf toe, came out and punked old Baltimore. Does Baltimore get the revenge? Baltimore 6-7, rolling into a 4-9 Cincinnati.
So they're in Cincy, huh? Oh,
yep.
Boy. This could be kind of a high-scoring affair.
This is very important for Baltimore, obviously, if they want to stick in this race.
Man, so my heart wants to go with Cincinnati, but my brain's like Baltimore can't lose this one. So I'm going to go Baltimore.
I'm going Baltimore as well. Christopher, who are you taking? Post in the comments.
Cincy is primed to make a huge upset here.
Yeah, just like they did the first time that they beat them.
Yeah. They're Cincy by 3.
So calling a shot. Okay. All right. Next game. Jeez, do I even really need to ask you guys on this game? Arizona versus Houston. Arizona rolling in 3-10, going against quite possibly the best defense in the NFL in Houston.
Yeah. Yep. Going Houston.
Yeah, me too. Christopher, who you got? As we're waiting for him to comment, because, he's pulling scores and everything else. Rolling on to the next noon game. New York Jets 3-10, roll into Jacksonville 9-4.
Ooh. Yeah, this is going to be another pounding. Jacksonville's going to wreck shop on the Jets.
Yeah, I gotta agree. Jacksonville's playing pretty good. Let's see what they do in the playoffs because at some point during the season, um, they have a tendency to disappear, and I have a feeling that might be later on. Christopher takes the Texans by 7. I'm assuming he's going to take the Jags, but we'll see. 9-4 Chargers in the noon slot, which kind of tells you what they're thinking about Kansas City these days.
Yeah.
Versus AC, 6-7, still fighting. Christopher takes the Jags. Still fighting for a playoff spot, though the light at the end of the tunnel is getting dimmer and dimmer.
Kansas City's fucked me like the last 3 weeks.
Yeah,
I'm not doing this again.
they fucked me the whole season.
I'm not falling for this.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. I think the last nail gets put in the coffin today.
Taking Chargers?
Yep.
In Arrowhead. Okay.
In Arrowhead. Yep.
All right. I am going to roll with the Chiefs at least one more week. Chargers offensive line is absolute
terrible.
dog meat. In Arrowhead, cold, warm weather team. Yeah.
And the Patrick Mahomes effect.
Still,
Still, but I don't know what's going on with them, man. They just look not good.
No. When the receivers drop the ball, they conveniently drop it right into the DB's hands. Like, I don't get it, man. Couple picks. If I was Patrick Mahomes, I would be punching people in the locker room at this point. Be like, you know what you're doing to my legacy? Okay.
Yeah. Chris.
Taking the Chargers. Christopher, Chargers are my trap game of the week. All money on KC, but I'm taking the Chargers. I'm going to roll with the Chiefs one last time. Don't let me down, guys. Don't let me down. Because this is one of my offset games here. Ooh, possibly the game of the week. In the noon slot of all places, 9-4 Buffalo rolls in and plays 11-2 New England.
Ooh, damn, that sucks. This is a same time game slot our game is on because I'd like to watch that one.
I would too. Why is that in the noon slot? Like, there's a couple good games in the afternoon slots, but nothing outstanding.
Fuck. You know what, man? I'm going Buffalo because
Buffalo. Okay.
I think the fucking Patriots are the worst. What are they?
11-2.
They're the worst 11-2 team I've ever seen.
They're the worst, best record in the NFL team you've seen.
Dave, we did this a few shows ago. Don't do this. They have the easiest fucking schedule in the league.
That's
true.
Or
it's the second easiest.
No, it was the easiest down the stretch. Yes, you're 100% correct. So
I'm going to go Buffalo because Buffalo needs to kind of get their ass in gear a little bit because they've been kind of stumbling their way to a 9-4, and they're gonna put the smack down on the Pats today.
Christopher's taking the Pats. I'm torn on this game. I would like to watch this game as well, but I'm going to take Buffalo as well. I think they go on the road and they get it done. If they can figure out a way to beat them, it still puts them in position to possibly grab that division. I think, didn't they play a couple weeks ago in New England? Won, I think. So if they do this, then they're tied with head-to-head tiebreakers. So, I'm going Buffalo. I think I trust Josh Allen more than Drake May, even though everybody tells me Drake May is the, best thing since sliced bread. But,
he's looking good. There's no doubt.
I'm going Buffalo. Okay. The Who Gives a Shit game of the week coming up.
Oh God.
3-10 Washington rolls into 2-11 New York Giants. Dart, I do believe, is going for the Giants.
Dart's
and I'm
back.
pretty sure Jaden Daniels is not. So I think it's going to be Mariota.
I'm going to go with the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Providing Dart doesn't get concussed, he's going to do his scrambling Justin Fields impersonation today, and they'll probably just squeak it out.
I can't believe this, but I'm going with you as well. I can't believe it's not that I'm, picking the same as you, but me just picking the Giants in general. Yeah. Talk about two teams you can't trust. But yeah, I'm going Giants as well. This is a coin flip.
It's a coin flip, yes.
Yeah. So that's where I'm going. Christopher's going Giants as well. All right. Last game in the noon window. 2-11 Las Vegas at 8-5 Philadelphia.
Uh-oh.
Philly has looked like a dumpster fire in every which way possible.
Where are they at? Are they in Philly?
Yeah, at Philly, at the link.
Damn. If
Jalen Hurts is now the worst quarterback in the league.
Oh, my God.
According to, many, especially those in Philadelphia.
If they were playing in Las Vegas, I'd be taking the Raiders.
But they're playing in Philly, so you're taking Philly?
Yeah.
Okay. As long as Geno Smith is the trigger man in Vegas, I can't pick them. I mean, yeah. I'm going Philly as well. I think this is an opportunity for them to get right. Not that I really want to see them get right.
Right.
But yeah. So I'll go Philly here.
Yeah. Valid point on that Geno Smith take.
Right.
Proper valid.
Mm-hmm. Chris is going Philly as well. So.
Yeah. Like if that guy's the fucking quarterback today, I can't pick them. Just won't do it.
All right. The Green Bay Packers, 9-3-1, going against at least my second favorite team. Denver, 11-2.
Let's
this,
go Denver.
My friend, is a very important game for the Bears.
Yeah.
We need Denver to show up.
Yeah. Yep. And I'm not just picking Denver just because I want Denver to win. I'm picking Denver because I actually think they're going to beat Green Bay. I think their defense they've got a fucking filthy pass rush.
Yeah.
And Jordan Love chokes with said pass rushes, and they're going to come after him today. Yeah, I'm going to go Denver.
Josh Jacobs is supposed to be going today. He was a game time decision, I believe. So his knee is healthy enough to go. Their backup, Emmanuel Wilson, as I was doing the last, minute homework, he has an illness, so he might not be able to go. So they might be ending up going with their third string running back, which does not bode well for the Green Bay Packers. I will go for Denver as well. Christopher agrees with us. He's going Denver. That defense, I think, is too much. Green Bay struggles, especially with a good pass rush, for sure. You can rattle Jordan Love. We saw it last week. The Bears had 0. Jordan Love was able to sit back there and throw up those garbage 50-50 balls, and they come down with a bunch of them. So another good game, man. Okay, the afternoon slate does have some good games. 8-5 Detroit going into 10-3 Los Angeles. Now, as a Bears fan, this is, kind of a tough spot to be in. Because if you want the chance for the Bears to get the number 1 seed,
you're going for Detroit, right?
Yeah, exactly. But if Detroit wins, now you're in a 3-way dogfight with Detroit and Green Bay to get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
So
I'll tell you what's more important to me. keeping Detroit down with the Vikings in the gutter of our division. So, I'm going to be a Rams fan today, but I do think the Rams are going to beat them.
Okay.
Rams also have a very stout defense, and their offense is just also very good as well. They're just a very good football team.
Devontae Adams supposedly a little bit of a hamstring thing. Christopher's in a house divided on that Green Bay game. That's okay, man. She can watch the game in another room while you root for Denver. It's cool. So Detroit Rams. Damn, Detroit's actually starting to play pretty good.
They are.
Rams.
But
A little bit of a hiccup against the Panthers, but they seem to be back on track. I'm going Rams as well. I would not be surprised if Detroit figures out a way, but Christopher's going Lions.
Going Lions, damn.
They're running the ball really well right now. Yeah.
See how well they run it against that fucking defense.
That's true. I mean, Aaron Donaldson, I'm sure you're still in shape. Why don't you come out of retirement for a game, please? Okay. 7-6, Carolina rolls into 3-10, New Orleans. Cool. Carolina now has a chance to take over the division after Tampa Bay's lost.
Yeah.
New Orleans went out and punked Tampa Bay last week, which at this point doesn't seem like it was
it wasn't a fluke.
Yeah, exactly. So who are you thinking?
The Bucks are just imploding right now. Yeah. I'm going to go Carolina here.
Yeah, I agree with you as well. I think Carolina goes down there, even though the Saints seem to have a little bit of a spark behind their rookie QB. I think Carolina's just a much more well-rounded team. Their rookie wide receiver seems to be panning out pretty well for them. I would still rather have Caleb and Adunze instead of Bryce Young and was it McMillan or something like that?
Yeah, all day
for Carolina. So just my 2 cents. Christopher is in on Carolina with us as well. All right. Next game, 8-5 Indianapolis with the resurgent career of one 44-year-old Phillip Rivers rolls into 10-3 Seattle.
Welcome back to the NFL, old man.
Yeah. I think we looked at Phillip Rivers' schedule that he has. He plays brutal defenses. Old boy's gonna find out what his body can really take.
Yeah, I think so it's like being his first game back against such a stout defense. This could be quite an embarrassing outing for Rivers, actually. They're going to go after him fucking hard.
Why wouldn't you? Let's see how fast you're processing the offense after a week.
Yeah, let's see what
Though in his defense, all he really has to do is turn around and hand it off to Jonathan Taylor.
So if they're smart, they will lean into that run game today. Mm-hmm. But even still, on third downs, third and longs. Oh, yeah, you're pinning your ears back on that.
Yeah.
Poor Phillip. I'm going Seattle here.
Yeah, I'm going Seattle as well. Great story. I feel like this is going to be a Hallmark movie in the next year or two. Seahawks, but I hope Rivers wins. Honestly, dude, I hope Rivers makes it out of the game. Whether he wins or not, I just hope he makes it out of the game. It would be a story, don't get me wrong.
You think him and his wife did the old Adrian Rocky scene where she was like, don't, you don't have to fight. And you're like, oh, Adrian, you're asking me to do something I can't do. I'm a man. You're asking me to not to be a man? Like, oh, God. I'm rooting for the old man, though, too.
Yeah.
Cheers for old men everywhere.
Yes. P-Riv, go out there. If P-Riv goes out and wins this game, maybe I'm going to go to a walk-on for an NFL team next year. I'm like, do you guys have a specialty pharmacy to help me out with my arthritis? What type of health plan do you have here?
Grady Jarrett just lathers his whole body with icy hot.
Oh, okay.
That's
Maybe I
his
should
trick.
try that.
That's his trick, yeah.
All right.
But yeah.
The 1-game win streak Tennessee Titans rolling into San Francisco, 9-4 division leader. Again, Tennessee on that 1-game heater here.
Yeah, that's gonna be an ugly one. That's gonna be an ugly one. San Francisco's gonna.
Yeah.
What did Bijan say after the game? Smear the queer.
Yeah. I have to laugh because I almost fell into that same trap. We were talking about games that we played as a kid, and we played that game quite a bit. And I happen to have somebody on my staff who is part of that community, one of the nicest guys you ever meet, hard worker, one of the hardest workers I ever had working for me. And I had to catch myself because I didn't want to be inappropriate, but that's what we called it.
That's what we called it. That was the name of the game.
Yeah. So I have no ill will towards Bijan.
No. I hit him up on Twitter and said, "Don't take back your apology. You didn't do anything wrong."
It was a different time back then.
Yeah.
So, and I don't think that word necessarily had the same meaning back then that it does now.
It didn't. That's what I try to explain all the time. It didn't have the same energy of what it is now. It was just the queer was the guy with the ball. Go get him. Yeah, that was it.
Exactly.
And no way we were like, get the homosexual.
Back then, we didn't even know about that stuff. We
didn't even know about.
You didn't even know about that stuff.
Exactly.
It's not like it is today, where you watch cartoons and there's somebody from that offset there. So, anyway. I appreciate the fact that Christopher put this in past tense. Phillips Rivers better QB than Chicago had ever had.
Yeah,
past tense. Agreed. So he's with us. Caleb Williams is better than Phillip Rivers. Okay,
I don't know
good.
though. The Bears did have Sid Luckman.
That's true. That's true. How can we leave out Eric Kramer?
Oh God, yeah, Eric Kramer. Yeah. But he only had like one really good season. So Phillip Rivers had a very good career. Yeah, you're right, Christopher. You're right. That's fair.
We talked about him coming back and delaying his possible Hall of Fame. That was last show. Next. Interesting game here. 5-8 Minnesota rolls into 6-1 Dallas. We know who's Christopher's picking. I don't even have to wait for that to come in.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
9 in Minnesota all day.
I'm gonna go with Christopher on this one.
Yeah,
going Dallas.
And I don't even think it's gonna come down to a last-second field goal like he called a few weeks ago.
No.
So I think that was on Thanksgiving week, by the way. All right, Monday nighter, Minnesota Dallas game. By the way, is the Sunday night game.
Oh, okay.
Hoping for a little bit better, but McCarthy seems to maybe have figured something out. We don't know what that is yet, but
right. Can he keep it up?
Yeah. All right, Monday night game. 6-7 Miami, whose offense has been breaking out a little bit lately. Definitely has probably saved our boys' job here down there. So yeah, like we didn't know. Come on, man. Let's see. Miami 6-7 goes into 7.
Wedge already had that penciled in already.
Yeah. I had that in before we even started this segment. So Pittsburgh still the division leader with 6-7 Baltimore on their tail. Pittsburgh won the head-to-head matchup with Baltimore last week, I think it was already. But they take on a Miami squad and the concussed lefty.
Boy. My gut just immediately. I'm just Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Miami's they're still a shit show.
This feels like one of those games that Miami can win. Like Pittsburgh just decides not to show up for some reason. And I don't know why that's the case, but do I trust Miami? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I will go for the mild upset here. I will take Miami, especially with you and Christopher being on Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Don't ask me why.
All right. It's just something you're feeling in your plums.
It's something. Maybe I'm just doing it to be different. I don't know. So we shall see. So that is the slate. So the most important game of the week, Chicago takes on the Cleveland Browns. 3-10 Cleveland rolls into 9-4 Chicago. How about you start with the keys of the game for you here?
Yeah. So run the damn ball. Run it. And then run it some more. And when you think you're done running, run it for good measure. Just keep running the football today. Like you said, 40 carries total, something like that. Second big one, and I'll stop. That was one on offense. Defense, again, front four. If you don't get to the quarterback today, I want to see a whole new front four next week. Because you're going up against second string offensive line here. If you guys can't produce pressure, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. That's it. And I'm sure if we are successful in the pass rush, Shador will probably give us one or two today. One or two little interceptions. So with that being said, it's going to be a cold one. So I don't know if it's going to be too much passing today, but I might go a little bit more than 23. I like that score. 23-15. That's good. I might go I think I'm going to go Bears 28. 28-13. 28-13.
28-13, picking Chicago. Christopher is in with the Bears as well, 23-15. The over-under on this game is 38.5.
Ooh.
So it's really, really low. So obviously Vegas thinks this is going to be a slugfest. Last I checked, I think the Bears were around 6.5 to 7-point favorites. You said 28-17 was your final prediction?
28-13.
13. Oh, my bad. Chicago 23-15 for Christopher. My keys to the game, obviously, to piggyback off of you, they have to run the ball. It's going to be cold as shit out there. The old-fashioned booger freezer, right? Like you go out, take a breath in, and all your boogers are frozen. For me, one of the keys to the game is being able to contain the Browns' run game. Young quarterback, freezing cold, first time probably playing in this cold of weather, make him beat you. Right? So contain the Browns' running game. Judkins has to be contained. Yes, he's having a decent rookie year. He's averaging less than 4 a carry. That's got to continue this week for the Bears to be able to win this game. So the other thing I have, the corners have to hold up, man. They have to contain the big play. Jerry Jeudy, I remember watching him last year where Jameis Winston was throwing it all over the yard to this kid. A fast receiver. He's probably their biggest threat on offense. They can't let him do what Christian Watson did to the Bears last week. If so, this is going to be a harder game than what it needs to be. I agree with you, man. Run the ball 40-plus times. Just feed the Bruce brothers. Let them do their thing. The final thing for me is get up early. If you can go out and get up 14, 17 nothing, you think the Browns will want to keep playing this game in negative 20-degree wind chills? No, I don't think so either. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Watch out for Garrett. Right.
That is a key, though. I don't lie there. It is an obvious one, but it's a big one.
We sometimes forego those layups, and though we shouldn't. So thank you for bringing that up. Yes, do not let him break the record against us. He could get 2, just don't let him get 3.
Yeah,
because we don't want Caleb Williams' name in the record books for that reason.
For that, right?
Yeah. So contain Judy, run the ball, limit the Browns' running game as well. Make Shedeur beat you in this cold, windy day. We know Shedeur doesn't have the strongest arm in the world. So I think, with that being the case, let him try to rip it downfield. I think if that's the case, you'll see probably Bayard's name on the stat sheet. You might see Nashon's. Hell, you might even see Jalen Johnson on the stat sheet with a pick. He just doesn't have the strongest arm, but the kid's accurate. I will say that. Let's see how he can cut it through the wind. Crypto Surfer, if Garrett gets 3 sacks today, he'll then hold the all-time season record and receive a $5 million bonus.
Cha-ching.
Whew. Good for him, man.
Let's not let this happen today.
No,
that's
not to us. It reminds me of that scene from Any Given Sunday, right? You better not drop me. I'm worth $1 million. Good old LT. Anyway, so I am also going to pick the Bears today. I feel pretty confident in this one. I do think my final score prediction will be 24-17. It's going to be, I think it's going to be a little bit on the lower end for scoring because of the weather. The run games for everybody are going to have to take front and center. And the Bears, with that being the case, man, I would love to see them dominate the time of possession like they did against the Eagles, like a 2/3 of the game type of thing, 2/3 to 1/3, 40 minutes to 20 minutes. And Shedeur is, he's willing to give up a few to the other team as well. So I think all of our score predictions kind of dictate the fact that we know what type of game this is going to be. Knock them down, drag them out, good old-fashioned running slugfest. So, which as Bears fans, that's what we enjoy seeing. Let's see. Go ahead.
Bears football.
Bears, yeah. 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
That's it.
So, let's see, the few times that the Bears do pass it, are we still throwing 100 balls? This is this is the best pass defense in the league.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's going to be tough. Tough
the
sledding.
Thing that scares me is that Ben Johnson will see that as a challenge.
So there's that.
Yeah.
He's going to say, oh, yeah. Well, again, I don't mind that he does. You've got to test their secondary out.
Yeah.
However, do it off of the back of your running backs and your running game.
Yep.
Establish that shit early. Punch them in the mouth early. Go ahead and let them load the box, which they might. Who knows? The Browns' defensive strategy today might be have Caleb beat us.
I'm okay with that.
Stack the box, and then Caleb's going to have to throw. We'll see how that works out. But, like you said, I wouldn't put it past Ben to go first in the league, huh? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Let's see.
We'll see.
Crypto, what's your final score prediction for the Bears-Browns? Who you got? We got a couple other predictions here. Henrock says 37-13 Bears. He's picking the over.
A blowout.
Yeah.
Picking a blowout.
I'd be okay with that.
I am totally great with that.
Yeah. I thought there was one other one up in here somewhere. So many comments. I love it, guys. Maybe not.
I think it was Chris too. Chris shot one out a little
Yeah,
prematurely.
he shot one out earlier, and he reiterated for us. Thank you. So that might have been the other one that I was looking for.
But yeah, anybody else in the chat want to drop? We'll stick around a couple more minutes. Then we got to get going. Close. Browns by less than 3. Wow. Okay. So the upset. Going with the upset.
Yeah, Browns come in and look to derail the Bears season. So a loss here, very much so, could be the end of the season, quite honestly.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If we don't win today, it could be the end.
A lot of coach speak this week, kind of addressing this, the trap game aspect. At least we know the right message is sent to the locker room. Now, will the locker room have received that? In years past, I would be nervous about that. The Eberflus speak and the Nagy speak, I would be nervous. This year, it seems like Ben Johnson has the attention of that locker room. So we'll see how they come out, man. We'll know right away. This might even be one of those games, man, where if you win the coin toss, you take it and you start running it down. Yeah, you run it down their throat, man. Get your offense out there, lathered up, good to go. I don't know.
I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that. If Ben does that, they win the toss and they take the ball. I'll say, all right, let's go. Set the tone. This is what you guys want to do. Let's do it.
Offensive line gets out there. Let's see how badass our offensive linemen are, right? Because offensive linemen, at all levels, if you're an offensive lineman, no sleeves, right?
No sleeves.
Offensive linemen don't wear sleeves. Now, I know Darnell Wright, I think, has worn sleeves. He's a sleeve guy.
He's a sleeve guy.
Especially when he was on turf and stuff. But Dahlman, Tooney, Jackson, we'll see if they get the young kid in the
Trapillo to go no sleeves.
We'll see. So then these boys are for real. So
yeah.
Well, it's freezing ass cold, man. I don't know if I'd go no sleeves today myself.
That is but crypto, man, I really hope it's not a trap game though. But it could be. I mean, this is why they play every Sunday, because it could be any given Sunday. So
look at what the Titans did last week against the Browns, So the Browns could be pretty pissed off right now. We'll see. We'll see what type of fight they have.
Definitely going to find out. We need to control the ball and the time and wear out the Browns defense like we did the Packers for 12 minutes in the second half of the last game. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. That would be definitely a key to success today, because just keep body blows, body blow, body blow, body blow. You chew up all kinds of clock. You tire them out. And then however long you got to have Myles Garrett sitting on the sideline for a spell. Yeah. Just keep body blowing, body punch. Let's go.
Keep running. Let him chase people around the field. The Browns like to stunt a lot, and watching some of their highlights and stuff. Myles Garrett. He likes to stunt, comes inside, he'll beat you one-on-one. But yeah, keep him going. The nice thing is with those stunts, our offensive line right now is so solid in picking those up. So solid. Rarely do you see guys run free. There's been a few, but man, it's that few and far between, which is nice. Look at what they did to Micah Parsons last week.
Yeah.
Lined up everywhere, passing off, protections, stunts, the whole nine. Man, that offensive line just left to right is super, super, super solid. And we know the Bears are going to run a ton of 13 personnel. They're going to throw the kitchen sink at Myles Garrett. They have the personnel to do it. They have the extra linemen to do it. They have the tight ends to do it. Hell, I saw Cole Kmet at one point go one-on-one with Micah Parsons, and he stoned his ass. Straight up stoned him. Yeah. Nice. So it's good things to see, man. I think they have the personnel, they have the coaching to be able to mitigate what Garrett can do. And I'm excited to see what type of game plan that they throw out there. Bears have not faced or have faced a plethora of good pass rushers and held their own. So
It has been quite the
one more.
gauntlet of pass rushers that we've seen this year. And even on this little run that we're on right now, it's been pretty good, especially again how you started off the show with Ozzie Trapillo getting these matchups against, again, some of the NFL's elite pass rushers. And it doesn't end today either, because next week he's got
Micah Parsons again.
Yeah, Micah Parsons good. Oh, and then after that, I was thinking too, Bosa.
Bosa's out, I think. So he's done for the year.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
So real quick, let's give me your top 3 pass rushers in the NFL this year, off the top of your head.
Yeah, all right. We just said so it's Myles Garrett 1, Micah Parsons 2,
okay,
Max Crosby 3.
I'd even throw TJ Watt in there, right?
Oh, maybe TJ Watt too. Maybe a little tie for 3rd.
Well, if we do the top 4, guess what? The Bears have faced all 4. So
yeah, that's all, and that's again. That's what we said earlier, Crypto. Like who was it? Christopher that said, "Whoa, let's get Cutler in here."
He just got picked up for DUI. What? I would.
He can still play football.
Yeah. Hell, he's smoking on the field, smoking J's.
Smoking J. Yeah.
I would love to see him come in for a physical.
Oh God!
See if he can make it.
He probably couldn't.
No I'm thinking no. But Jay Cutler, what a card!
Oh God.
All right, man. So we took the trip around the NFL. We're all on the Bears this week. I agree with Crypto, man. Like, this is a super important game for us. I have to say this is a must win for the Bears. If they want to make the playoffs, they have to win this game. And then in the last 3 games, and all these 3 games at the end are going to be tough games, no doubt about it. They got to find one more win to probably get in. And so if they win today, they got to find one more win between Green Bay at home, at San Francisco, or Detroit at home.
Yeah. So today is a must win.
Yeah. If not, then you got to find 2 out of 3 in those last games.
In those games, yeah.
Yeah. No. And you're playing 3 playoff teams to end the season. So if the Bears go on a run, we talked about it before, real quick rundown. If the Bears go 2-2, they're in the playoffs. If they go 3-1, they're probably division winners, assuming that one win is against the Packers. Okay. If you go 4-0, you're a division winner. You're probably a number 2 seed in the NFL, guessing, behind the Rams, possibly a number 1. So that's kind of what's in front of the Bears right now. 2-2, you're in the dance. Probably a 7, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
But you're in, right? 3-1, division winner. Even if I think that game comes against Detroit and you lose to the Packers, I think you still win the division in that case, depending, unless the Packers win out, obviously. But Packers got a pretty tough schedule down the stretch.
They do too, yeah.
Yeah, they play Broncos today, Baltimore, Bears, and I don't remember who the last one is. I want to say it's like Indy or something.
I think their last one's easy. I think it's the Vikings.
Oh, you're right. 100% right. So yeah. I mean, go Broncos.
Go Broncos, baby.
Yeah. If the Broncos win today, Bears and Packers meet up in Soldier Field next week for basically same stakes as it was
the
last time.
Go around, yeah.
Yep. Which came down to the last play of the game. We knew Ben was going for 2. I guarantee you, if the Bears are in the same situation at Soldiers Field, and they score to tie it up or the potential to tie it up, he's going for frickin' 2 again. And I'll be right there for it. Ride or die, baby.
That's it.
Yep.
I'm here for it.
1 play for the division. I'm in. I'll take my chances.
Yeah.
So with this offensive line, I'll take my friggin' chances.
Absolutely. Woo! Gentlemen, boys and girls. Whoa.
It's game day, baby.
It's game day. Appreciate y'all showing up and hanging out. Thank you so much, chat, for being very active today. This was awesome. Again, as Wedge will tell you, we love the comments. Keep them coming. Show up. Hit the notification bell. Like, subscribe. Do all that good stuff. Leave comments.
All the stuff for the algorithm. Yeah.
All that good stuff. But again, as we say, we appreciate you. Thanks for coming out. And until next time.
Bear down, baby.